Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben, and this is my take on Tottenham. Long time no see. A little bit of housekeeping just before we get into the video. You might have known that I've not been too active during the summer, which has been really not what I wanted. I said to myself at the end of last season that I wanted to do more videos during the summer, i.e. transfer news and rating kits and things like that, and just, general keeping the channel active. And unfortunately, the opposite has happened, and you know, life's just kind of got in the way of that. I've moved house in this time, so there's been a lot of packing to do. We're still unpacking at the new house. I'm not actually shooting from the new house at the minute, because I've also been having Wi-Fi issues and trying to get internet sorted at the new place. So I'm trying to still make sure that I could still do these videos. So this is not going to be a regular thing, this setting. This is just a little temporary solution. But yeah, I'm hopeful that we'll be hopefully getting things sorted soon. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back to normal. But I just wanted to apologise because I really wanted to get a load of videos done this summer, and like I said, things just happened that have not really given me the chance. It's just the way life is at times, isn't it? So just a little bit of housekeeping. I was still here. I had absolutely every intention to make sure I got a video out for this game, and obviously for every other game during the season. I'm just so annoyed and frustrated that I was not able to really do much during the summer, because obviously Spurs have been very active in the transfer window and whatnot. And yeah, it's been a weird summer, a good summer, but a weird one. And for not only for Tottenham but for myself personally as well. So let's get back to what you guys hopefully tune in for, which is Tottenham. And I am very happy to say it's another decent opening day win. I don't think Spurs generally do that bad on opening days. Usually, full-time result: Tottenham 4, Southampton 1. Really good win, really good performance as well. I thought it was a very dominating performance. A few little hiccups here and there, but we'll get into it. So starting lineup was very much a team from last season. It really was. It was a setup that we are very familiar with. Davies playing in the back three. Kulusevski on the wing. It was just a team from last season, and to be honest, that's not a bad thing, because especially towards the end of the season, that team was really hitting its flow. So I can absolutely understand why Conte went and picked the lineup that he did. And Basuma was on the bench, Perisic was on the bench, Richarlison missed the game because of that weird flare ban thing that was going on. But yeah, it was kind of, if it's not broke, don't fix it, I guess. And they came out quite positive, quite bright. One thing I did notice, Spurs got a corner very early on, and there was a very different setup on it. They not to sort of say it was copying the love train from the 2018 World Cup with England, but it was almost like there was two sets of players. And I know that they've got, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, but they've got this new set piece coach in at Tottenham, and he I don't know if this is a side effect of it, but it was just cool to see Spurs kind of set up for a corner a bit differently and whatnot. And there was just two groups. There was one group of three and one group of four, I think it was, and they were kind of set up. And then just as Sonny was coming to whip the corner in, they all spread out and dispersed everywhere, and it was quite cool to see, actually. So didn't pay off, but it was good to see something different, because Spurs really struggled on their set pieces last year in particular. And then, of course, the way life goes, James Ward-Prowse went and scored a blinder. A really good volley, to be fair. I really like James Ward-Prowse. I'd love to see Spurs sign him, but I just don't think it will happen with his age and the probable price tag. I don't really see that happening, but I'm a big admirer of his. I think honestly, I think he's a cracking player. and he proved that with a goal. A volley, cross came back to him, volleyed down, and kind of hit the ground, bounced, and sort of from the bounce sent it into the top corner. Really good goal. But to Spurs' credit, they came back fast. Sessegnon on the score sheet, really good to see. Great cross from Kulusevski, and Sessegnon was there to header it in at the far post. Really good response. And then Spurs got their second goal then, and it was another header from a defender. Sonny whipped across in, and Dyer managed to get a glimpsing header on, and it just sent it past, I can't remember his name, but the Southampton goalkeeper. Really good goal from Eric Dyer, and a bit of a collector's item, a goal from Eric Dyer. It was really good to see. Ben Davies went close with a really long shot that was palmed away. Sonny had a chance where he just he kept going with the ball, and he just going shoot at some point, and then when he did, he just started leaning back and sent it straight over the bar. Kane then had a chance, it was saved just before the end of the first half, and Spurs had kind of responded well and turned it around after that scare. Came out second half, Sessegnon scored immediately, and then unfortunately it was offside, but it was a really good, well-worked goal, obviously offside. Emerson Royale had a chance, he headed over. Sessegnon had a really great chance, and it was a great piece of defending by none other than Kyle Walker-Peters, who is really turning into a little star at Southampton. I'm really impressed with that. Like, I thought he played great today. I thought he was a bit unfortunate at times, but yeah, I think with Kyle Walker-Peters, like, I'm really glad that he's showing what he can do. I was a bit sad when we sold him, and now there's rumours that Chelsea might be looking at him and whatnot. And I do think, like, I do wonder with Kyle Walker-Peters whether there might. I have no knowledge on this. I don't think I've ever really seen his name linked with a Spurs return, but it's the sort of signing that I Spurs are in the market for a right wing back, and I just sort of think, like, would that be a good shout? Maybe he's very attacking. He's got a really good cross on him. We know this. We know him. I wonder what he would turn into under Antonio Conte. It's quite fascinating, but I don't think it will happen. I just sort of think that it's something that fascinates me, I think. We got our third goal, and it was a bit of a comical one. Salisu, it basically, Royale, there was a bit of a chance, then Royale got the ball fed through to him, and he sent across the goal, and Salisu went to clear it, and it somehow, he went to kick it one way, and it kind of went the other way into the back of the net. It was quite a comical own goal, but we'll take it. And then literally about a minute later, Kulusevski got his goal, and a well-deserved goal. Great little finish. Traditional little finish from Kulusevski, where he got it onto his left and just fed it into the far corner. And that was kind of it, really. Spurs did the job there. Basuma went close really late on, and like added time. He had a shot from distance that just went wide. But that was job done, really. Spurs kind of managed the game from there, and that was it. Man of the match, absolutely. Kulusevski, I thought he was just phenomenal today. I thought he kept up everything that he was doing at the end of last season when he was on fire, wasn't he? And yeah, it's really good to see, and it's really good to see in the sense of competition for spots, because I'm fairly certain Richarlison and Kulusevski are going to be fighting over that starting spot, and it's just good to see. But again, it gives options, and that's what Antonio Conte wanted in the transfer market. He wanted options, so he wanted if he needed to bring a player on that could change a game, he's not going to unfortunately do that with a bunch of academy players on the bench. So even in a game where Richarlison starts and maybe it's not working out, to bring Kulusevski on with like 20 minutes, half an hour to go, those sorts of decisions can change games, and I think that's what we've done right in the transfer market this season. I think we have added that strength in depth, of which we have absolutely suffered for far too long at Spurs, even under Poch and Mourinho. Never had these players that you could bring on off the bench that would change the game. Great starting lineup, but always not a great bench, and that's what we're building now. So yeah, really good performance from Spurs. Really impressive. Top of the league. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, but top of the league. I'm joking, obviously. It will be sod's law that Chelsea will play tomorrow and go and win like 5-0, and then they'll bump us down. But again, big game next week. Chelsea, second game in. That's a huge game already. I'm very interested. I think it's at Stamford Bridge, and I usually go into those games with utter hopelessness. Really do. I hate going to Stamford Bridge. I hate it because we always lose. We never do good. So I am intrigued to see what happens. Be interested to see what Chelsea do this weekend, and then seeing next weekend will be very intriguing. I'm pessimistic as always, but I am very interested to see how it pans out. It's like with the Man City game last season. First game of the season, Man City. I'd rather get it out of the way because even if you lose, you got them out of the way then, sort of thing. And then obviously then Spurs ended up doing the double over them somehow. But yeah, really good start. Really good start. Really impressive. Bissouma looked really good when he came on. As brief as it was. Perisic looked again quite steady when he came on. Nothing massive, but quite controlled. Romero throwing in crunching tackles all day. Again, love him. Lloris didn't have too much to do apart from the goal that he conceded. Didn't have too much to do. I saw a lot of defending that reminded me of the Liverpool game where Ben Davies, Eric Dyer and Romero just throwing themselves in front of the balls just to block them, which was really good to see. I love seeing that. And ironically, 4 goals scored and none from Son or Kane, which is mad when you think about it. Kane had chances, Sonny had chances. They should have scored. But it is what it is, really. Really good start to the season. Good first game. And yeah, we'll go again next week. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to be doing this video from because I'm hopeful that I'll be getting the internet stuff sorted this week. I'm, again, like with Spurs, I'm very pessimistic about that happening, but you never know. So if I can, it will be a different setup. Hopefully. I want to get some things put up with my videos at the new place. I want to get like some things behind me so it looks more Tottenham and stuff. You guys have looked at blank walls for long enough and whatnot. So yeah, I want to get that done. But again, that might take a few weeks because we are still unpacking. It's just been such a long honestly, I don't want to go into details, but I'm absolutely exhausted at the minute with stuff. So, it's probably been a bit of a blessing not have to do videos in a weird way, but it's been pretty exhausting the last few weeks and stuff. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Either way, I will guarantee you there will be a video from somewhere. There will be a video from somewhere. So, I will see you guys in next week, unless any absolute amazing breaking news comes out. But I'll see you guys next weekend. Chelsea away. Let me know what your thoughts on that game will be. But also let me know down below what you thought about today's game. Who were you most impressed with? What did you think of the performance? I was really impressed with Kulusevski. I thought he was an absolute star today. And yeah, apart from that, hit the like button, subscribe. That other one, notification bell, that's it. And yeah, hopefully we'll start getting some status quo and we'll start getting some familiarity going in a few weeks' time. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, come on, you Spurs.